Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzin Pattaya, the show where we talk about things that are happening right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information and advice. Now look where I am and look who I'm with. Nana, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Good, thank
now
you.
We're in Bangkok. Whereabouts are we?
Lumpini.
In Lumpini, see, so I fancied a change from Pattaya and I thought we'll come up here and I've got some fantastic things I want to share with you here today. I really do want you to watch this video. It's really important. Now guys, those of you that are over there and you're not here yet but you're thinking of coming here, this lady here has got some really good stuff that I'm going to share with you, some fantastic COVID related insurance that really is going to help you out. Now before we get into that, now tell me a bit about yourself. Where do you live?
I live in Pattaya.
You live in Pattaya?
I work in Bangkok.
Yeah.
But just for now, I work from home in Pattaya.
Oh, okay. So you're based in Pattaya, but you come up here in Bangkok as well?
Yes, I come about once a week. Or
yeah, it's
twice
beautiful
a
here,
month.
isn't it? Wow, lovely.
Yeah.
We was in the car park. There's Mercs, Audis, I mean, you name it. I mean, I've got my moped. What's going on? I'm not doing things right, am I? I've got a moped, and is one of those Mercs yours? Are you sure? See, she's not going to say, so chances are they might be. Now, today we're going to talk about the COVID insurance. Now I've got some really good things and very important things I want to talk to you about. So before we get into that, Nana, I mean, just tell me a bit about yourself. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Pakistan.
Okay.
Yes.
And you've
half
lived
Pakistan, half Thai.
Yeah.
I live in Pattaya now. I live in Thailand for 16 years.
16 years?
Yes.
That's incredible. You don't look 16. See, flattery gets you everywhere. Now, all jokes aside, you work up here in Bangkok for One2Go, don't you?
Yes.
Now, for those guys that are watching, I mean, just give me a bit of very brief information about what is One2Go about.
One2Go is travel COVID insurance.
Right, okay.
For now, everyone come in Thailand, they need travel COVID insurance.
Right, okay. And then that's by law, is it?
Yes.
Okay, and in terms of travel COVID insurance, I mean, I guess there are a lot of options available.
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to talk about your option because I know the reason she's grinning is because Nana's got a really good policy that is, I believe, and we'll go into it in more detail in part 2, but it is pretty much at the top of all the insurance policies.
Yeah.
So you must be quite happy with that.
I'm so happy.
She's so
I'm
happy.
so happy to work in this company.
Yeah.
So happy.
So bosses, if you're watching, she'd like a pay rise, so there you go. She'll just give you a good shout, so please come on. Now, in terms of the insurance, we're going to talk about that a lot more in detail in part 2.
Yeah.
I mean, you've come here to Pattaya and you live in Pattaya. I mean, how do you find Pattaya in terms of, like, you know, Pakistan, Bangkok, Pattaya? I mean, how does it kind of fit into the...
My mama, she's from Thailand.
Yeah.
And my papa from Pakistan.
Yeah.
I'm born in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And we just talking, come on, let's go to Thailand for holiday. And when we come in Thailand, we like.
Yeah.
We like, everyone's like Thailand.
Look at me. I came here for a little bit of 10 years. You've been here 16 years.
16 years. So we said, come on, let's stay in Thailand, we not go back.
Yeah.
So that's why we live in Bangkok about 2 years.
Right.
So after that we moved to Pattaya.
Right.
And that's it.
And how do you find living in Pattaya? I mean, specifically being a woman as well. I mean, how do you find it? Is it a nice city to live in? Do you enjoy it?
It's really nice, really busy in there. Good. And my family, they work in Pattaya now.
Yeah.
So that's why we not move. We just want to stay in Pattaya because it's really nice city.
Do you know what I like is you keep saying it, Pattaya, Pattaya. The guys watching this, right, they hammer me. I get hammered. I say Pattaya, Pattaya, Pattaya. And they say to me, you're saying it wrong, you're saying it wrong. So all the trolls out there, if you are watching, listen, okay, Pattaya. same but different. Now, in terms of Pattaya, notice I said it again, where, you know, give me some recommendations. If you was to go out for a day and go and explore around Pattaya and all the areas, where's a go-to place for you?
I like to go in Jomtien.
Okay.
Jomtien beach is really nice and at the moment it's so busy. You know, I like to go for walking, for sitting with my friends, have some food, somtam.
Oh,
Everyone's
somtam,
like
yeah.
somtam.
Yeah, and dam thai.
Dam Thai.
Oh, I like dam thai. Only because I don't really like the crab in somtam. But
Yeah.
but dam thai is really nice.
Now Jomtien is so busy, but I don't really want to go out because I want work from home for One2Go Insurance company.
I've already said to the bosses, you're going to get it right. Don't worry. You don't need to keep adding in. Don't worry. And I mean, in terms of Pattaya, how it's changed recently. I mean, obviously COVID's had a huge impact on it.
It's changed now. It's got busy from before. Before it's too down. It's no busy and everyone's go home, go back to village, you know. But now it's okay. Get busy, bars open.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's talk I hear in the news that they're going to be looking at the quarantine very soon as
Yes.
well, and maybe reduce that from 14 days down to 7. I mean, that's a fantastic step forward for everybody.
Yes.
And how do you see that working out? Do you think there'll be a lot more people coming?
Yeah, everyone wants to come to Thailand now, but it's just one problem. They don't want to go in quarantine.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, and I must admit, I mean, guys that are on the channel here that follow the channel, some of them are in quarantine right now.
Yeah.
And you know, we talk about it in our Telegram group, and it's driving them nuts because they're just sitting in this room and like, what do I do for 14 days? There's only so much Netflix you can watch.
Yeah.
So, in terms of Pattaya, if you weren't in Pattaya, where else would you go around in Thailand? Do you explore a lot? Do you find you travel much?
I've been in Phuket on December.
Yeah.
Last year.
And how was Phuket? Is it busy?
It's too quiet. I think Pattaya is more busy. But I love Phuket. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I've been to Koh Samet. It's lovely island.
Yeah.
Lovely. And Thai people, they like to go Koh Lan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And the Chinese.
And Chinese.
You go to the first part of Koh Lan and it's just rammed in Chinese everywhere.
Many people come from Bangkok to Pattaya and for go Koh Lan. They said, come on, let's go Koh Lan. I said, I'm fed up with that. But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful and so cheap. You know? So
It
cheap.
is beautiful, I must admit.
Beautiful.
So, obviously, you know, you're here now, you're here in Pattaya, and you're working with One2Go. I mean, what was you doing before this? What's your background?
Well, I've been agent for many companies. And I like to work. I work all my life. I sell watches, I work in restaurant, I do everything. Everything for money.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
But all work is going good. And this company is really good. I'm so happy I work with this company.
Yeah, and I mean, so One2Go specialise in COVID insurance, correct?
Yes. Cool.
So, I just want to ask you a few things because obviously in part 2 we're going to really drill down into it and we'll answer a lot more questions and we're obviously going to give you the contact details for Nana so you can get in touch with her. How do you see the insurance developing in terms of COVID? I mean, right now we've got to have specific policies now to come into the country. I mean, do you see that relaxing in the future? Do you see it becoming more of an everyday necessity? I mean, how do you see that kind of thing happening?
I think everyone's need insurance.
Yeah.
If government say, yeah, you need COVID-19 insurance, but I think you must have that.
I think it's never going to go away. I think you're always going to have
Yeah.
it. And I think it will just become, in some ways, it's going to become a bit more like a passport. You know, you've got to go, you've got to have a passport. You want to go, you've got to have COVID because it's going to be here for a long time to stay. It's not going to disappear and they're certainly not going to sweep it under the carpet. So I think it is always going to be here. And I think the nice thing about what you guys offer and you know, talking to you away off camera, that your policies, they're pretty special, aren't they? Yeah, see, she's grinning now because she knows they are special, but we won't give too much away.
That's a secret.
A secret. Well, we're going to share that secret. We can't keep it to ourselves. And guys, in part 2, I trust you now. I've said it 2 or 3 times now. There really is this insurance for COVID. It will tick all your boxes, and it really is a very, very comprehensive and a very, very good insurance policy. And I really urge you, please watch part 2. We'll put all the details in, but please watch it and check it out. Question for you. When do you think tourism will return to Pattaya? When do you think everyone's going to come here and go, do you know what, we're back to the new normal, whatever the new normal
When they don't need to go in quarantine, everyone's coming Thailand.
I think, well, they're talking about quarantine, aren't they? We just mentioned about 7 days, and hopefully there is rumours out there. 1st of July, guys, 1st of July, possibly there'll be no quarantine, providing you've got your vaccinations and everything's up to date, and of course, the insurance. That fell nicely into it. It's going to be over here 1st of July and you need the insurance, which we're going to talk about. So I want to go through the basics of your insurance now. We're going to talk a lot more detail in part 2, but I want to go through it now. So people that are coming into the country have to have this insurance, correct?
Yes.
And what does it have to cover?
COVID-19 travel insurance, they cover for everything. Emergency, accident, medical, inpatient.
Right. So people coming into Thailand first and foremost, you have to have this
Have
insurance.
this insurance. They get certificate.
Okay, and you deal with two particular insurance companies that offer this, don't you?
Yes.
And what ones are they?
Tune company. Tune insurance.
Tune, yeah, and the other one is?
Alliance.
Alliance,
One2Go
okay.
company.
And may I ask, why have you got two separate companies? Does one specialise in one thing and one specialise in the other? I mean, why is there two?
Because for now, government, they changed the rules
Right.
about insurance. If anyone wants to come in Thailand, they need to use Thai insurance company.
Oh, okay,
But,
so they have to have that?
Yes.
All right,
but
because...
Alliance is from French
Yeah.
and Tune is from Thailand.
So Tune is the Thailand-based
Yes.
company, Alliance is the French company.
Yes.
So, if you have to have a Thai insurance company, why would we have Alliance? What's that for?
Alliance for tourist visa.
For tourists?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're coming here as a tourist,
Yes.
can you choose? Can you either have Tune or Alliance, or you have to have one or the other?
If you come on tourist visa, you just can't have Alliance.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's really just for tourists?
Just for tourists.
Okay, and people that want to come here for a bit longer, perhaps they've got a retirement here, or they're married and got family, or they're working here even, they have to use the other insurance company,
Yes,
the
we
Tune?
recommend Tune insurance.
And these are both very, very comprehensive
Yeah.
policies. All right, okay, cool. Well, that's good. So there you go. So if you're here on the tourist visa, Alliance, and if you're here for a lot longer and you're going to be either working...
STD, marriage, business, any another reason, you can
Alright.
use Tune insurance.
Fantastic. And is it easy to set up?
Yes, you just go on our website, put your details, and that's it.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Just like
it.
that easy?
Yeah, that easy.
Oh, well, there you go.
You
You've got
get
no
your-
excuses now, guys. No
You
excuses.
get all your documents in 1 hour.
In 1 hour?
It's 24 hours. Usually we do instant, but at the moment we are so busy. But we tell our customer, you get your document in 24 hours,
Right.
and they're happy. Yeah, that's so quick.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Well, there you go, guys. So if you're thinking of coming over here, remember we said about 7 days it's going to come into effect very soon, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're praying.
Yeah.
But hopefully, 1st of July it will be quarantine free. Now, if that's the case, then obviously the next thing you need to do is make sure you've got your vaccinations, and I can't really help you with that. And you any good with a needle? No. So that's us out on that one. We can't do that. But Nana is very good with the insurance, and she can help you out. And guys, please have a look in the link below. All the descriptions in there for information. Please get in touch with Nana as well. She'll help you out. And even if you just need an inquiry, maybe you don't want a policy right now, that's fine. But speak to Nana, ask all the questions that you need to ask her. And in part 2, we are going to go through a lot more about each policy and how it works and what it offers you, and just really sort of give it a big stamp, aren't we?
Yes.
All right, good. Well, my coffee's getting cold. Is yours getting
Same.
cold? All right, well, listen, we're going to stop now. We're going to come back in part 2. So please remember, come back. It'll be out in a few days. In the meantime, we're going to have our coffee. We're going to talk about the insurance policy in a lot more detail. I'm going to share you all the information you guys need. And I think that'll be it from us today, don't you reckon? Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it from us today. Thank you very much for watching the Coffee Chat Show. Please remember, get in touch with Nana, ask those questions. She'll help you on every single aspect she can. Part 2, we're going to drill right down into it, tell you what it covers, how it works, everything you need to know about the COVID-19 insurance policy that you have to have, guys. Remember that. You have to have it. So that's it from us today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video. Don't forget, check out our members area and also join our Telegram group. There's lots of people, like-minded people just like you, that love chatting to each other, sharing your experiences, etc., etc. In the meantime, Nana and I are going to finish our coffee and we'll be back very, very soon. All right, that's it, isn't it? We're done. All right, guys, wherever you're in the world, please stay safe.